Freedom。
新生代帅哥集合，并和颜值挺高的33岁的杰克休斯顿，首次在电影挑大梁就演主人翁宾汉这么吃重的角色。
I think it's always amazing to learn the stories of how actors get their breaks. Here we had our film star, Jack Huston, come in to audition for the role of Masala, and he ended up getting cast in the role of Judah. Timur Bekmambetov, our director, he really is a director that just stands things on its head. He thinks like nobody else thinks. He's imaginative, creative. He had the idea. He said, I think the qualities that you have might be better served, might make for a more interesting Judah. That's what we did. Then we had to find somebody to play Masala. Toby Kebbell came in. The men have great chemistry together, which is critical for the success of this movie, because it really is a buddy movie. Two men who love each other, two brothers who love each other, ripped apart. Now they hate each other. Now they want to kill each other. And ultimately, through an encounter with Jesus, they understand the only way forward is to forgive and to reach out and to reconcile.
讲到托比坎贝尔，大家可能不熟悉，但讲到星球崛起中的星星，惊奇四超人中的末日博士，或是魔兽的杜洛坦，你一定不陌生。
Finally, we could see your handsome face in the movie. It's a dark character. How did you prepare before shooting the first scene each day?
Well, I didn't want to play him dark all the way through. I wanted him to have a feeling that he made a terrible decision. His behavior became terrible. And that's more understandable for me as a person. And that's better to hand down for people to watch and see, okay, so I can relate to this. This isn't a bad guy. This isn't a villain. This is a person who makes a terrible, terrible mistake. And thus, the forgiveness can become something real. So it was draining. That day was specifically draining. I'd become very close with Ayelet and Sophia and, of course, Jack. And so to do that even, you kind of got to believe in it for some elements. So it was a very emotional, draining day for everybody. They spent most of the day on the floor, with people's foots in their back. So although there wasn't any real danger for them, it's still emotionally very draining. But that felt good. That felt like we had captured something, hopefully, that represented what we were trying to present.
You and Jack bond very well in the movie.
Yeah.
And did you hang out together or do anything particular, like doing push-up in the gyms together or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, particular training was the horse training. We did that for a month together. It was just me and Jack. No one else had turned up from the cast. So it was Timur and me and Jack, and we spent that full month. And we got a very similar sense of humor. We're very alike in that way. And he's very supportive, and I wanted to be very supportive of him. So once we could trust each other, the friendship grew and grew. But I really thought at the beginning, I'm going to have to pretend this. He has a family, he's going to be with his family, but it was all together, and we often had dinner together after work. And when we spent periods apart, I kind of would call him and be like, so I was doing this today, and we did this, and we're a team, we're trying to make the same thing. So even though we're very competitive, and when we were racing together, we were really competitive. He had horses, and I was like, the movie star gets the nice horse. But my horse was so quick, so we were really racing. That race is real, and that's where the laughter comes from and the jokes. So it became something real. That was improvisation, that wasn't scripted.
Did you really carry Jack up to the stairs?
Not only did I carry Jack,
Yeah.
I carried his stunt double.
Whoa.
It was twice his weight.
Why?
His stunt double was 211 pounds. He was 91 kilos, his stunt double. Because Jack and me were on main unit and second unit, and it was winter. It was really snowing. The snow you see isn't fake. It's not ash falling. It's real snow. And there is a danger to that. I'm walking up the stairs, so the first few times I had to walk with his stunt double in case I slipped. And if I slipped, of course it wouldn't work, but when they came to the hand and they wanted to do a shot that went from the hand up to the face, it had to be Jack. So, actually hats off to Jack. He was very brave to do that because it was slippery. It's cobbled stone, it's very steep, and it's me carrying him, so.
而大家可要好好记住杰克休斯顿的名字，因为小编在收集资料做功课时，有媒体报道他可是现在赌盘和粉丝最看好接任丹尼尔·克雷格，成为新一代007的第一候选人。
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, go Jack. I love that.
Oh heavens, yes, yes. He's an extremely good-looking man. He's a terrific actor. So yeah, James Bond. I didn't know that. Great. He'd be a perfect fit.
Do you root for him?
Yeah, I'll root for Jack, yeah, for sure. He's the new James Bond, possibly.
Possibly.
Fingers crossed.
Speculation. I've never had a conversation about it, not once. And, you know, Daniel Craig's James Bond still. I love the way everyone's talking about who's the next James Bond. I think the next James Bond is still Daniel Craig.
Would you be interested?
I think anyone would be interested, but I wouldn't even want to speculate before, you know, I feel that it's wrong to talk about a role which hasn't yet been passed over.
Unless they decide they want me to be James Bond, and then, you know, may the best man win.
First to finish, last to die.
不止年轻帅哥，大佬级的摩根费里曼在片中饰演解救冰汉的关键人物，一头辫子的新造型还真的很前卫。
Yeah, very easy, very comfortable. I don't know. Everybody asked me if it was weighty, if it was heavy, if it was uncomfortable. No, I actually enjoyed having it. So it was just a wig, you know, and very lightweight. It wasn't not heavy at all.
So did it attach to your real hair or?
Yeah, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins in it.
There are so many horses on the set. Was there anything interesting happening because of Len?
No. There was something interesting happened because of the camels.
Really?
It was really one funny day. But we were trying to get ready to shoot Caravan. You know, this entire Ildrim's entire camp is getting ready to move into Jerusalem, and they had to load these camels, and the camels were saying, "Not today."
So what can you do?
Well, they eventually figured out how to do it, you know. But they were trying to load the camels when the camels were standing on their feet, and they just were not going to cooperate with that. So they finally, I mean, after a long time, they made the camels kneel down, and then they could load them.
So they have more attitude than actors.
Absolutely. But I mean, the camels' attitudes were just funny, fabulously funny.
The action scenes are so intense and so in your face. And what was it like to work with Timo for the second time?
Oh, it was great. You know, I didn't have to worry about any of this dangerous stuff that they were doing. All of my stuff was pretty much just safe stuff.
而另一位就没这么轻松了，曾在300壮士饰演比18铜人含金闪闪的波斯王，巴西帅哥罗卓里格这回任务可重大了，因为他演的是耶稣。We heard that it was so cold to do the crucifixion scene, and how did you survive?
I don't know. Well, I survived because, you know, at the end of the day, we were really prepared to do that scene, but it was a very cold day. The weather was really, really cold, and it was very painful in that way. But you know, the whole crew, everybody was prepared for that, and they took care of me very well. But it was a truly intense moment in every single aspect.
First to finish, last to die.
Come on!
Ben-Hur.
Taiwan!
Yes.
The next place I gotta visit, I really gotta get there.
Please.
Yeah. Win the race.
Hello, Taiwan. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Taiwan. Go watch Ben-Hur because it rocks and there's a lot of action, but also as a film with heart and Jesus Christ. And who doesn't need a little, you know, unconditional love in their lives?
Yeah. Hi, Taiwan. I'm Jack Houston. Please go and see Ben-Hur when it comes out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Hi, Taiwan. Please watch the movie. It's fantastic, and I'm in it. And of course, you know, it's great.